Today I'm going to show you how to do this super minimal 10-minute makeup look using only 10 products. If you like natural, easy makeup looks that don't use a ton of different makeup products to achieve, you're going to love this video. It's full of multi-use makeup products. This is so good for when you're in a rush, and it just looks great. It's timeless. I feel put together. If you want to know exactly how to achieve this and what products I used, keep on watching. Before I even apply any makeup, especially if I'm going for a minimalist makeup look or like a clean girl makeup look, I always make sure to put on jewelry first. I like my jewelry like I like my makeup. Minimal, timeless, effortless, and that is where today's sponsor comes in. Today's video is sponsored by Ideal. I'm actually wearing one of their necklaces right now. This is the Lola necklace, and I'm deciding which earring to pair with this look. This is their Ono earring, which is a beautiful hoop style earring. And then on the other hand, we have the G8 earring, which is a little bit more minimal, but I love the way it accentuates the shape of my ear. I think I'm gonna go with the Ono hoops though. It's so cool because I use the same stud in both of them. You actually just slip it into the earring and you can use one pair of studs for multiple different types of earrings. I've never seen anything like it. And I'm also going to add the Power ear cuff. These pieces are all solid gold, so no, you don't need to take them off when you're working out, sleeping, showering, whatever. I'm gonna link them down below. I'm gonna link all the pieces I'm wearing right now. I already feel way more put together. Thank you so much, Ideal, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get into the makeup. When it comes to having a minimal makeup routine, I want products that are multi-use so I can actually use less products for more things. So I'm going in with the Merit Perfecting Complexion Stick in the shade Silk. I'm gonna start by using this as my foundation. So I'm just applying this all over my face. A lot of complexion / foundation sticks can be really heavy, but this one just simply is not. The coverage is buildable, so you can get a more flawless finish, flawless coverage if you want, or you can get a bit of a lighter coverage. I'm going for something in between. I'm going for more of a medium coverage today, and I'm blending that out with my Hourglass foundation brush. Once our base is evened out a little bit, I'm actually going to use the exact same complexion stick for concealer. This really is a 2-in-1 product. It works great as concealer as well. I'm just applying a little bit of that under my eyes, around my nose, chin, anywhere I have a bit of extra discoloration that I want to build up the coverage. This really is so quick and easy, and it melts into the skin, but it doesn't get heavy when you build it up, which is another huge thing for me. I think I'm pretty happy with that coverage. Honestly, I've tried a lot of products that have claimed to be like a 2-in-1 concealer foundation duo. This is the only one I like. And again, this only took me a couple minutes. It is super quick, super easy. We do need to add some dimension back to my face, but I'm going to be using an extremely multi-use product for this. This is the Victoria Beckham Contour Stylus. This is in the shade Tavertine. I'm applying this in the regular places I would apply contour, on my cheekbones and around my forehead and nose. This is really good for nose contour because it's so precise. But I'm also applying this as eye contour. This is going to act as my eyeshadow. And I'm just blending this out using my Tennille Jai Base and Buff brush. This contour stick is quite creamy, which is really nice. Some contour sticks are really dry and take forever to blend, and when you're in a rush, that's like the worst thing. You can even use it to contour your lips. You can use it for so many things. This is such a great product to have in your collection if you're more of a minimalist. Blending out that contour on the eyes using this big fluffy brush not only saves you a ton of time if you're in a rush, but it also gives you a very diffused and effortless look. I don't know why I actually love blending out my eyeshadow with a big fluffy brush sometimes. It hits different. Even if I'm wearing minimal makeup, I always need blush, and this has become one of my favorite blushes ever. This is the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush in the shade Peach Perfect. I'm just applying a small amount of this on my cheeks because a little does go a long way. This is so affordable and it's so creamy. It just melts right into the skin, and for me, it lasts all day long. This is a very long wearing blush for me. Okay, so our base is pretty much done, at least the creams anyways. I am gonna move on to brows now. I recently discovered this brow pencil. This is by Revela Beauty. This has a very fine tip and it also comes with a spoolie. This has recently become one of my favorite brow pencils. I like to just use it to draw individual hairs on my brows. This part of the makeup honestly probably takes the longest out of everything, but of course brows are essential. And once I'm happy with the shape, I'll use the spoolie end of this brow pencil to brush my hairs into place and just kind of soften up any little areas that maybe looked a little bit harsh. This next step is optional, but I do like to add it when I have time. It just gives my makeup that extra oomph and it just looks so good. This is the MAC Brush Brown Brushstroke 24-hour eyeliner. This is a brown liquid liner. I like to make the tiniest little baby wing. I don't want to make this too thick. I want this really quick and easy, so I basically just want to accentuate the outer corner of my eye a little bit. This eyeliner is pretty foolproof, honestly. It's hard to mess up. It's so easy to use. Honestly, there's probably no other eyeliner that I could achieve this look in less than a minute. It literally takes me about 30 seconds per eye. This might just be my favorite liquid liner ever. And of course, we've got to add mascara. I'm going in with the Telescopic Mascara by L'Oréal Paris. I chose this one for this tutorial because it honestly never fails me. It never clumps. It's so easy to apply. I never smudge it all over my eyelids because the brush is so tiny. You can get a ton of control. And this just lasts really nice throughout the day as well. This mascara is definitely more on the natural side. It provides really nice fluttery length, which is what I look for in a mascara. It's maybe not the most volumizing, but I find that too much volume tends to look a little heavy, especially for looks like this. So the base has been just marinating for a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and set it down now. I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. You know what's crazy? That complexion stick hasn't even creased under my eyes yet, and a lot of concealers do cause creasing at this point. I usually have to pat it out, so this complexion stick wears really well. I'm picking up that powder on a powder puff, and then I'm just gonna go in underneath my eyes and really set this area well. I chose this powder because it's really good for under the eyes, but it's also amazing for all over the face. It provides a little bit of coverage as well, which I like, and it also blurs. Like, it actually looks like a filter. I always get around my mouth, a little bit on my nose, and my forehead gets a little oily too, so I'll quickly just put a little powder in this area. I do want to go in with a little bit of lip liner. I personally can't go without lip liner. It's an essential in any makeup look that I do. This is the Fenty Traced Out Lip Liner in the shade Peanut Butter, and I'm just overlining my lips with this. This is a really pretty, kind of like cool pinky brown shade. I've been really loving shades like this lately. They look really good to kind of contour the lip. For my lip color, hear me out, I'm actually gonna use the liquid blush I used on my cheeks. I love this blush as a lipstick. I think it's so pretty. I'm just dabbing a little bit on the center of my lips and using my finger to blend that out. You only need the tiniest little bit, but this gives you the prettiest nude lip ever. If you're not big on like a nudie peach shade like this, these blushes come in a ton of different shades, and I just love that you can use them on your lips and your cheeks. I don't know about you guys, but lip gloss is also essential to me. I don't feel complete without my gloss. I'm going in with my very own Charis Cosmetics water gloss. This is the glossiest gloss I've ever used. It literally looks like glass on my lips. The shine is really unmatched, and with this lip combo, oof, it is just perfect. And for finishing touches, I love going in with this Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette in the shade Universal. It comes with a ton of different colors, and I like to use this in a few different ways. Obviously, I like a little highlight moment on the top of my cheekbones. I use the white shade for this, and it just gives me the most pretty subtle glow. Really accentuates my cheekbones. Using that same shade, I'm using it as a inner corner highlight color. This is also just a nice finishing touch that I like to do. And sometimes I'll even pick up the pink shade and use it as a blush topper. And I'm just tapping that right on the apples of my cheeks for a little bit of extra color and a little bit of extra glow. Oh, it's so pretty. This Dior face palette is really so universal. There's a bronzy shade in there if you want to use it as bronzer. There's like a champagne color if you want to use that as an eyeshadow or whatever. I'm just going to stop here, but you could use this palette in many different ways. It's very multi-use, which is why I wanted to include it in this video. If you're a minimalist, you can really do a lot with this palette. And that is it for my super minimalist, quick 10-minute makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want more quick and easy tutorials, please give this video a thumbs up so I know you want more content like this. And if you haven't already, please make sure you're subscribed. It only takes like 2 seconds and it helps me out so much. In my last video, I teach you how to do this gorgeous brown smoky eye. Definitely check that out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.